What's up, Brickmans? It's Steven and welcome back to a special room tour. Today we're going to be taking a look at the entire LEGO collection, everything on the walls, everything in the city, as well as these shelves down below. If you do remember, last year we did a 2022 LEGO collection update. If you want to, you can check that out. But we've made a lot of progress since then and I'm very excited for this video. So without further ado, let's check out the LEGO collection. The part storage has expanded quite a bit over the past year or 2 years. Really, it's just come a long way. We used to fit everything in these tubs right here, which I'm kind of going away from these. I used to use them for big parts, but now I've been sorting stuff into boxes, so really coming up with a new plan for those parts right there and still sorting some parts. But we do have 5 of these Acromil sorting drawers. I do really love them. They come in all different sizes. As you can see, I do have some with the smaller kind of tubs and then other ones with the larger drawers there as well. Do plan on getting a couple more there. You can kind of see what the plan is with that to extend it around that full corner, and I think that will give me quite a bit of space for my LEGO collection. Down below you can see some unopened sets. There's some promos, a bunch of different projects that we have planned, tons of Minecraft sets that we're working on collecting right now. We do have all of our medieval stuff back there, as well as some city stuff and some Marvel stuff that we really still have to add to the collection. Up above the part storage, we do have a couple taller sets that didn't really fit into the shelving display. We do have that Fender Stratocaster because that was my first guitar. I do love that set. I think it's one of my favorite sets from, I think that was what, 2021? We do have the Infinity Gauntlet, don't have the Nano Gauntlet yet, do plan on getting that, as well as the Batman art you can see here. Then we do have a spot right next to that on the left available for another art piece. We also have some heads on display up above, so you can see some Star Wars helmets. We do actually have a little area right there where we can add 3 more helmets in the future if we need to. Off to the side from that display is actually my Marvel minifigure display, so we don't have the bad guys in here yet, the villains. Do have plans to add that this year. Really excited to go ahead and expand this, and I do believe we're actually going to have to expand the hero collection as well, because as you guys can see, this is getting pretty full and we are going into phase 5 this year, so there's going to be tons of new minifigures. We're going to need to expand on some of these different collections like Black Panther, obviously Thor, just different collections that we have that are going to be expanding in 2023 and beyond. There's the Guardians of the Galaxy, definitely looking forward to that movie. I've also been upgrading the battle station a lot recently. Plan on getting a couple more screens, that way they're going to be the same size, and I'm done with this kind of giant TV. Don't really want that on the desk anymore, and it'll open up some space. You can see our recording area right here as well, and this chair is actually the newest improvement to the LEGO room, so that's definitely helpful, and we're kind of planning on going back to streaming every once in a while. Just been working on the setup here. Back in this corner is actually our bulk storage, as well as some loose pieces that we need to go ahead and sort. There's always some sorting projects going on, like I mentioned earlier. This is kind of how I like to do it. I have Tupperware with different size tubs in them, and that way I can kind of, pick out what's going where and sort it as I go. Then we also have this basket full of pieces that my mom's friend gave me last year. Been kind of sorting through that because we're working on the Minecraft World project, and this has a ton of these dark red pieces in it. Yes, they're brittle, but it's going to be very fantastic to have that for some nether projects in the future. Over here we do have some bulk storage, so we have like trees and stuff for the city in here. Plates, bricks, all kinds of bulk pieces are in here, as well as some vehicles. You can see there's a helicopter down here. There is some base plates over here, as well as you can see the different seasons and their tubs right here for when we like to kind of change the city out during the seasons. And of course, what good would a LEGO room be if there wasn't an area for projects? So yeah, we're working on the fair or the amusement park area in the LEGO city, as well as we're going to hit 2,000 subs here pretty soon, and when we do, we're going to build the roller coaster from a few years back, so that's going to be fantastic. And then we also have the campground to work on, as well as the farm. So a lot of stuff going on in the LEGO city, which I think we'll go ahead and check out now. So we do have a few modulars that just aren't in the city right now. We obviously have the bookshop that's built and placed right here, not fully built because it was kind of destroyed last year a little bit, but we do have the Palace Cinema, the diner, and then we have a couple corner garages as well. Over here was a temporary project just to kind of fill the tables that we never actually really used. It was kind of like a ring of fire, just a wild little area of where our minifigures can go, our city minifigures can go and just get reckless. So there's some fun stuff there with the city stunts, which I do actually plan on getting some more of those loop sets in the future, so maybe we'll expand on this idea in the future as well. Right here is kind of that expansion for the fairground area, just kind of a rough draft mock-up of what we have as far as space before we start building that roller coaster, because if you've seen it, it's huge. Of course, we do have some construction sites, because what good's a Lego city without construction sites? Back in the back there, you can kind of see our Marvel corner with the Sanctum Sanctorum and the Daily Bugle. Love the Daily Bugle, fantastic set. Kind of ties in with the wall right here with the Lego sign, and then we do have the Iron Man art as well as those VIP coins. That's really nice on display, love that. Had to get those. Then up above, we do have the 3 Marvel heads. Don't have the Black Panther bust, I would call it. Then we also have 3 more of those Star Wars helmets on display up there as well. One of the things I like to do on this channel is actually take Lego sets and improve them, because I think it's kind of boring to just display them as is. And of course, all Lego sets really can be improved upon. So what we like to do is improve upon these modular buildings. You can see that I have actually taken 2 of these assembly squares, combined them into something really magnificent, and then went ahead and continued the display on that outside there. So yeah, I really do love the way that my assembly square turned out. It's a very expensive project, but I think it looks great in the Lego city. We also have kind of adjusted the police station as well. Still have plans to improve this some more. We do need to make some more of these columns right here, those concrete columns, and add those around the backside of that building. But I do think it's a wonderful change to go ahead and add some more of that dark tan into the build. Over the past couple of months, I've been collecting parts to go ahead and expand over here for the police station as well. You can see there's a parking lot for them. I just went ahead and picked that up so you can see the white lines underneath the vehicles there. And we do have some areas for some motorcycles back there as well. So yeah, I think this is starting to finally turn out really nice. Let me move this out of the way. You can see the walkway there, so you can kind of see that we have some signage set up. I really love the way that this area turned out, as well as kind of moving over into the shopping district. And we do have that railing there that I just put up last week. So I think this is starting to finally look detailed here, and I'm very impressed with the way that it's going. Let me know what you guys think of that area in the comment section below. And then of course, continuing with the upgrading of the Lego modulars kind of series we do have going on in our channel here. We have the Grand Emporium, which we did add a 4th floor to very recently, just about a month ago, and we extended the detail of that around the side of this build. I think this looks magnificent. Loved that project. It turned out to be a great video. Thank you guys for watching that. We did go ahead and add a downspout for the first time, kind of like a drain system that runs all the way down to the basically street level. So love the way that this build turned out as well. And then we do have plans to go ahead and finish the boutique hotel probably next month, which we're going to be doing basically the same thing, expanding that to 4 or 5 floors and then going ahead and detailing the side of that building. The furthest corner of the Lego city, kind of over here by the parts collection, is just a construction site right now, has been for a while, but we did go ahead and build this custom crane last year, which is a huge improvement for the Lego city. One of the best things we did in 2022, in my opinion. I just really love it. You can see we did go ahead and build that porta potty as well, and we do have plans to still kind of turn this horse trailer into kind of like a construction trailer. If you guys have ever seen one of these large construction sites, of course they do have those construction trailers where they kind of just really handle business. So that's the goal there. And then we do I believe this crane, the mobile crane, came out January 1st of 2022, so that might even be in addition to the city that wasn't here last year. Down here is just a fantastic project that I'm really in the process of working on right now, kind of finishing actually. So we have the farm, which we built late last year in 2022. I love this area. There's so much color and just detail that we can do, kind of storytelling with this area. So that turned out great. Of course, we did have a Lego City update covering that by itself. And then over here, you can see all of the animals that are just here in preparation for the barn build that we have planned for maybe within the next couple of months. Really like to get that done here pretty soon so that we can finish off this farm. Right down the front in the middle, we do have some open area that we've just kind of changed in and out over the past few months. The plan is to continue this park, kind of customize it a little bit more, and really put that campground in here with those RVs that we saw earlier. Finish those and put those in here and kind of create a little spot where we can kind of have some outdoor scenes. And that is everything in our Lego City Bricksville. It's been an interesting year. The start of the year, the city was massive. We tore it down and wanted to build something more custom. I think we've done a great job with that. I'm very excited about the future with the Lego City, and I just can't wait to kind of improve the size of this thing and also finish some of these projects up that we've really been working on for several months. Now that we've checked out the city, let's go down below and check out the display. So you can kind of see the car collection we have here. Bunch of speed champions. Down on the bottom, we do have the 6-wide stud speed champions that we collected before they upgraded to the 8 stud vehicles, which I do actually really love the 8 stud vehicles, although you can't display as many of them in a tight area as you guys can see. But we do have a ton of these speed champions here, and I really love these builds. They're a lot of fun and there's so much detail in them. Off to the side are a couple larger Technic builds that Kaylin actually built. So yeah, I didn't actually build these. Would have been a great experience, but apparently she had a lot of fun with this. The Mustang's actually a pullback feature, so that thing's really fast actually, if I'm honest. And then the Jeep itself just kind of has a little bit of a suspension build, so that thing obviously goes a little more off-road. Down below is the only Batman set we have besides the Lego Art set, but that's the Tumbler from The Dark Knight, which is an incredible movie, and you can see the Scarecrow down there below. Just really wanted that for the minifigures. Over on the other side, you can see my massive brickhead collection. I kind of wait on brickheads until there's about 10 sets to order, and then I order them and kind of build them just over time, which we're at that point right now. So there's a bunch of brickheads that I'm missing right now from late last year. Can't wait to order those, and early this year. Can't wait to order those, especially the Lord of the Rings one, and build those and kind of finish the second display. Need to get some pieces to finish up these little stands, as well as finish getting the lights for all of these shelves. Down below we do have some Star Wars sets, but I gotta be honest, I'm just not into Star Wars as much as I used to be. I used to be a big Star Wars fan, but it's just not the same anymore. But we do have, of course, an X-Wing, and then we do have a TIE Fighter, as well as just a couple other iconic vehicles around my room that are just really kind of smaller builds. I don't want to spend a whole bunch of money on Star Wars right now. Over here in the corner, we do have the beginning of my Marvel collection. Actually, if I zoom out, you can kind of see the whole Marvel collection. There's a couple sets up here just for Spider-Man, but those are just there again as filler sets. Right here we do have some Doctor Strange stuff. I do love this shelf. I honestly think that the Garganto set might be one of my favorite sets of last year. And then that is a custom set by Bricker Builds there, the Eye of Agamotto. So really love the way that display turned out. Down below here, we actually have a recent upgrade to this display. This is the Iron Man Armory. So we did go ahead and buy that third upgrade pack. Love the way that this is looking right now. Can't wait to actually get some more Iron Man minifigures and go ahead and fill this out a little more. Down below, we do have some Iron Man mechs as well. So these are kind of Hulkbuster builds. Need to get the January 1st Hulkbuster because I really love that. The large one, the UCS size one, I'm probably just not going to get. I don't like the way that one looks. Over to the side, we do have, well, in the corner there, you can actually see the Black Panther set. That's King Namor's throne. So, yeah, that's there for now. I'm not sure if I'm going to get the other sets and build a display for Black Panther or not. But something I do love is the Guardians of the Galaxy. We do have that ship from, 2021, I believe. And we do have Groot from last year. So that was a great build. Got that as a gift for Kaylin this Christmas. Then we do have some X-Men stuff in the corner here. A custom Sentinel build from KO Customs that I think is just fantastic, as well as we do have that Blackbird ship. I do love that set as well. Then in the other corner we do have the Eternal sets, or at least all the stuff that I can tolerate well enough to put on display. The Airshrim's Shadow set actually does stand very nicely in comparison to that Sentinel build, so I do actually still love that display. Over here we do have some Marvel mechs, which I can take it or leave it. They're kind of filling in some space right now as well. Do have pretty much all of those except for the 2023 one, so we'll have to get those, especially just for the minifigures. Then in the middle shelf here we do have the Thor Love and Thunder display, where we do have that goat boat on display. Valkyrie's just kind of there because we have a bunch of her minifigure, and then we have the goats down there with a little bit of Bifrost build. And last but not least, a little bit of Kaylin's collection. I bought her a bunch of animals over the time because I think it's nice to have this real colorful collection in our kind of display, so I think it's pretty. There's some other stuff that came out this year that hopefully we'll get and maybe add to this collection as well. It's getting pretty full, so we'll see what happens with that. Then we do have a Harry Potter collection. I'm not sure where the other sets are. Must have put them in the back underneath the tables, but we do have Fox, which I think is a really nice build. Has some motor functions with that. Then a Turtwig build, which is a custom set from Bricker Builds. I get those Mega Bloks Pokeballs with those builds for Kayla and Charmander and Pikachu. Got those for Christmas for Kayla this year, which I think she enjoyed. And they add a little bit of color to that display. And that is my full Lego room collection tour for 2023. Got some great stuff planned for this year. Hope you guys are excited. I know I am super pumped to expand on the city as well as to expand on the displays. Also putting some stuff on the walls. We need to kind of fill in this area here. It's a little bare. And that's really what's on camera a lot of times. So yeah, we've got some great stuff to do. Can't wait to hit 2,000 subs so that we'll be inspired to go ahead, build that roller coaster and finish up the fairgrounds. So if you guys aren't already subscribed, make sure to hit that subscribe button and don't forget to like the video. It definitely helps out. I appreciate it and I hope to see you guys on the next video. Have a great day.